Hello, mate.
How you doing, mate?
How you doing? All right?
Good, mate. Good. So, mate, finally got you down.
Yeah.
It's been hard to nail you, but I know how busy you've been.
Yep.
Sam, look, I wanted to take this time, this moment, just to talk about Elliots Premier Roofing, Speak, and our partnership, and why Elliots and why yourself, and amongst you, Luke, Paul, have got behind what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah. So I think for me, I've worked in this industry now since I was 17 years old, and over the years, I've probably lost 3 mates. 2 of them being people I've worked with, like roofers and stuff like that. So when obviously you being my brother, and I knew what you were doing, it was an opportunity for me. Now I'm in the position I am with Elliots to sort of bring this into the industry that I'm working in. Yeah. I know there's other charities doing the same sort of thing, but I wanted more of a sort of more of that personal touch involvement.
Yeah.
Because I see some of them as a bit of a tick box exercise.
Yeah.
So, not saying I've helped you with it, but a case of I can see it from the construction point of view, and sort of
100%.
Speak could look at this, or Speak could do that, and then that's why when I knew you were doing, it was an opportunity for me to give you that kickstart for 10 sites, which we've got done. We've done the 10 sites.
We've done it. Literally, as of last night, we got our 9th, and yesterday morning we got our 10th. So it's like, it's all happened at a really quick time. Really. It's been...
Well, we were out with Dad, weren't we? Dad, Alfie, Dad,
Sonny and Charlie.
Charlie, me, you.
Yeah.
And we talked about the first collaboration.
That's it.
And how it could look.
Because that was just after the first meeting I had with Elliots, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then, what's that, 7-8 months ago? Fast forward, 10 sites.
Not even that. Not even 7. I'd say more 3 or 4 months ago, if you think about it. Because charity's been going nearly 2 years, but it's only been 4 or 5 months, really, max.
Probably at the sites, yeah.
Yeah, at the sites, it's definitely 3 or 4.
So if you think in that time, if you averaged out every site's got between 50 to 150 people in.
Yeah.
We spoke to, around about 2,000 people.
Yeah. It's been a big number.
And seeing what engagement you've had, I think, it's worked.
It shows, right?
Yeah.
It shows. Listen, people want to be able to relate to real people. People are fed up with the system, the mental health system. They understand that there needs to be community, there needs to be togetherness, but there also needs to be a natural solution, is what we deliver, obviously. But just going back before the partnership, because obviously I've been running Speak for 18 months, nearly 2 years, but up until 18 months it was just a movement, and it was a men's group. More basically focused on that. I had my other businesses in the background, and I was managing and juggling and whatnot, and it was when you come to me and was like, mate, it's like, have you seen the statistics in construction? And I hadn't. And obviously, the several people that I've lost, they all were in construction. And it was like, hang on a minute, there's something going on here.
Yeah.
And obviously, us being from Portsmouth, being one of the worst places in the UK for young male suicide, I was thinking, okay, a lot of young men, labourers and whatnot in construction, let's start looking at this. And we have opened up now to men and women, because I believe that, you need the feminine energy, you need the masculine energy, you need the man and women to be able to be on the same path, right?
Women in construction is bigger than it's ever been.
It's huge.
And,
I
don't know where we'd be without them, to be honest. In terms of,
I ain't being funny. So we're at Highwood site now. I could literally eat my dinner off the toilet floor. me and Rob come out and went, I've seen how tidy and clean it is in there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have had that if you it was
No, it's getting better. Sites are getting better. But, like I say, and I think from my point of view, one of the ones that sort of didn't really, at the time when it happened, so I was working with a roofer, and me and him shared a van for 2 years, and then due to job locations, we got swapped around who was going to be working with who, and I got put with this other guy, and the guy I was working with got put with a guy called Nick, and 2 weeks later he at Hammond train station, I think it was, ran and jumped front of a train. and it was just like, what the fuck's happened there? Like, how has that happened? And I remember everyone was just like, when at the funeral, was just like, don't get it. And for a while I was thinking, I work with this guy every day. There was never a sign, never something that, you know, there was quirky things about the guy, you know, you might laugh about, or he was a funny guy, but you never had a clue. No. Never had a clue.
And to be honest with you, they're the ones who hide it the best, and they're the ones who usually do take that step.
Yeah.
Because they've suppressed it, they've learned how to put the face on.
Yeah.
And then you learn how to put the face on, the mask on for so long, it then gets to a time where you don't want to wear this mask no more, but you start to help your brain starts to help you think that actually no, the world would be better off without you, and then they make a
that's it.
It's unforgivable.
And then when you look at, you know, how that all played out, and then only I think it was this time last year, just before Christmas, someone else I know, another roofer, took his own life, and you just think to yourself, Jesus Christ, like, we all know it's in construction. Construction's a tough place to work.
Yeah.
You're a subcontractor. Mm-hmm. You don't get paid in the rain. You don't get paid when you're sick. You don't get paid if you can't find a site's gone put back and you've got no backup. You're not getting paid. So if you're on a mortgage, kids, you're the sole provider. So you go back to your wife and kids and say, it's going to rain all December. I don't know how Christmas is going to look. You're in your head, you're a failure. You're failure.
Yeah. And you're constantly in that state of fear and worry, thinking, is it going to rain next week?
Yeah.
Because if it does rain next week, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because most people are living paycheck to paycheck, isn't they?
Yeah. And then, you know, construction workers on the whole get paid pretty good. You know, there's not, but the cost of living's gone up so much.
Yeah.
That, you know, to keep in the rat race, you're going to have to work longer hours. You're going to have to work Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. No one else has to do that. No other trade has to do that because they got bulk salary.
Yeah.
So in the summer, people go, I bet it's lovely working outside on them roofs, and God, yeah, it's pretty good. But you're wearing high vis, hard hat, boots, trousers. It's a hot day.
Yeah.
You've had enough by 3 o'clock. You want to go home, get out that sun. Mm-hmm. But now you've got to work weekends because you're going, well, whatever money I make here, I'm going to have to bank some to probably cover me in the winter.
Yeah.
So your pressures...
And also, like, you have a proportion of people who think like that, and then some people who I can't even think past the next month about their paychecks, and they're blowing their money, and
then you earn that well in the summer, the first thing your wife wants is holiday.
Yeah.
So you go, well, okay, I'll work hard to get the holiday, come back broke, you didn't get paid when you were away on that holiday, so then it's a constant struggle. So when we spoke about, like, you know, how can we make it that we spoke to me, our dad was ill.
Yeah.
Really poorly. He's in hospital. I'm employed. I can go and see him. I can cover that. You're not. So now you're dicing with, do I see Dad? I've got this to do. I need to get paid. The idea of this, with Speak, is what we come up with, is if we can cover someone's paycheck, while their dad is in hospital, while their mum is ill, while their wife's having a baby,
support their bills, support them financially.
So the industry doesn't, subcontractors don't, the employment benefit is not considered for subcontractors at all. No. You know, with Nick from Highwoods, he's just had a baby. He's not back till the 5th because he's got paternity leave. Someone else has a baby. Sonny, our brother's has had a baby. Yeah. Is he getting paid paternity leave?
He's at work today, and he had a baby yesterday.
Yeah, so he had a baby yesterday, he's back to work today. But Nick, why can't the people above the government or anyone look at that and go, well, why can't a subby have that?
Yeah.
Why? What's the difference?
Yeah. And like that is probably a big reason as to why they feel unrecognised, is because they're just turning up. They feel like a number. They're not supported when they're supported. Oh, they're there when they need to be there because you know the pressures of the job. And then you go into just the pressures of the job, but like you said, it's cost of living. It's all the fear mongering in the news. It's the social media trying to live this life where you're trying to show people that you're thriving when it's just all an uphill struggle. And that, you know, you put all of that in the construction industry with the weather, the early mornings, the late nights, and the high pressure road and not being recognised, you can see why two people are taking their own lives. You can see why you're 4 times more likely to take their own lives. You know,
and that's why as soon as I come here to Elliots, and I wanted to sort of make a change.
Yeah.
You know, we're not the biggest business in the world, but see what change is going to make. So I have made an open door policy with the roofers. They're all subbies. They want to talk to us. They can talk to me, Luke, Dwayne. You know, they can talk to any of us. And if they said to us, Sam, oh, my kids are sick, I will pay them to go home.
Yeah.
And spend the day with them. I will cover their wage. I can make that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. As a business, we're all told to protect margins, but you've got to protect your workforce. Otherwise, without workforce, you ain't got business.
You've got the margins to fulfil because you ain't got the workforce to do it.
You know, we are trying to look up.
There's a big churn rate in construction, isn't there? You jump to this company, you jump to that company. That site's coming to an eye, jump. So there's a big churn rate, but there's definitely, and obviously, I'm not pointing out Elliots here because I know how fantastic you guys are at this, but building company culture, having a place where a roofer can come off site and go to your headquarters and go into the tea room and not feel out of place and be able to have a chat with you, like that. People don't understand how amazing that is for their margins, for their business.
Yeah, because the idea, if we can look after our workforce, our subbies, our office staff, you know, if something's, I've got a funeral to go to, but I can't afford to go to the funeral. Yeah. Be there. Yeah. Be present.
Be present.
I'll cover that half day money. I'll pay you that. And, you know, it may be an outlay then, but in the summer when I've got a job that's dipping behind and I'm falling behind program,
and you're stressed,
and I can go, could you do me a favour and work Saturday? Yeah, no problem, Sam. Yeah. Right, well. So it works both ways.
Because that is just how we are humanly. Yeah. As human society as beings, we want to help each other out, right? And you want to be there for each other. And so when someone's there for you, instinctively you're going to be there for them.
Yeah, exactly that.
You know,
exactly that. Like we know our workforce by their name. We know them personally. We try and these are subcontractors, so they might work for me for a while on a site. I've got nothing to give them to follow on to. They go and work for someone else for a while. When they're looking for work, they ring me up and I go, actually, I've got something you could do. They're back in, we know each other. You know, I think a lot of the problems I think come from construction is programs. Programs on site. We get given these programs at the start of the job and we all want to achieve them. But especially roofing, for instance, what's everyone want to be? In the dry. Everyone wants to be in the dry. Yeah. So I've got to wait for every other trade to get that done before I can weather it. But so if the program's 8 weeks and it takes them 7 weeks to get to that, I've only got a week. And it's chop, come on.
And if they've pushed up right up to their time limit,
so I'm left with the last bit, and it's like
so it's quite a high pressured part of construction.
Especially this time of year. The rain keeps coming. We're not doing especially in the flat roofing side of the business. It's tough. This time of year, so we're not. But it's having sensible conversations at the beginning of the job and not putting that weight of my pressure. So someone's got pressure their end saying, Sam, I need this done. Get it done. Right, okay. So now I'm going to turn to, what am I going to do? Turn to the roofers, get it done. They've got no one else to turn to. No. So it's about the three of us collaborating and making sure that we understand the time frames, understand the parameters of the build, work together, communicate, and not put each other under this massive stress. Just to achieve a program. And you know, when the weather's fine and the build goes well, it's a great career. It's a great place to work.
And I suppose, you know, how fulfilling is it to see that job come to an end and, and everyone's got a smile on their face. Profit's been in it. Everyone's sweet. It's all good, lovely. But how often is that? Because you're competing against 10 other quotes. So you've got to go, mate, they're doing it in 10 weeks, we'll do it in 8. And he's saying, I'm doing it in 8. Well, listen, I'll do it in 7 and I'll do it at a cheaper cost. Well, that man who's done that to win all those jobs, all he's done is put that whole trail in just under immense amounts of pressure. And then you're the guys who've got to deal with that, right? And
I think one of the things I noticed over the last 2 years, the power of saying no. Like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I've had certain people ring me up, Sam, I've got a job, see you priced it, you know, or would you look at this job for me? And looking at what my workforce are doing, what my managers are doing, what we're doing as a business, and ringing the director up and saying, I just can't service it. The first fear factor of saying that is they're never giving me a job again because I've said no. But actually saying no, I said it in a meeting once, and the guy got up and he leant over the table, one of the commercial director or something like that. He got up and shook my hand. He said, you're the first person to say no. And I said, well, I want to beat the program. I want to give you the quality, and I want you to use me again. If I take that job amongst all the other jobs I've got, I won't service it. You won't get the best of us, and you probably not want to use me again. And the power of saying no can be pretty helpful for a business like us. And it's easy to take loads of orders.
But not even just as a business, but if you take this down to a granular level, and each person who's out there working on the tools, that power of saying no, how easy is it for when you come off the tools, you finish your work, and you go home, and someone rings you up, come for a beer, or fancy a joint. And we just, humanly, we want to just please everyone. We want to say yes.
Yeah.
We need to say no for our own fucking mental health, for the well-being of a company. We need to be able to say no and stand by that. That's confidence.
Yeah.
That is true confidence to be able to do that. And so, and I think we lack that now. And
yeah,
so,
it is that, you know. I mean, I used to work on the tools.
Yeah.
So Friday was not the pub on a Friday.
Yeah.
And you'd never go home. I'd want to go home within an hour. I'll be like, I'll have one. I'll pop in for one. And then your other mate walks in, another beer. You're like, yeah. And the word yeah just flew out of your mouth. Before you know it, you're bringing your wife home. I'll be home really late tonight.
Yeah. And it's a ruck Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, it's a tough,
in the kennels.
That's a tough weekend.
Yeah.
But no, like I say, but from going back to that, being on the tools, I think I've worked for some really good managers.
Yeah.
I've worked for some horrendous managers. And I've seen what each type of people I work for, how it affected me mentally. I remember doing a job, I was up around the back of the M20, near Watford. And I was the only driver in the gang. So we were leaving at 4:30, and then we were leaving at like 3:30 to come home. So not getting in the back home till about 6:30. That 5 days, the rest of the people in the van fell asleep all the way there, all the way back, and the pressure. So I said to the manager, "Can I have another driver? It's killing me." No. I had a guy that tore his Achilles when we were doing a metal deck roof, and I said, "How am I supposed to move metal deck sheets on my own around this roof?" And I was told, "Stop making this about you." Well, I can't cover my money. I can't work on my own. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things you learn over the time of working on the tools, especially for the time I did, to work myself up to get to this position, to go, would I want to, I think Luke Dwayne said it right, would I want to work for me? And I think that's quite powerful, really. Would I want to work for me?
Yeah.
Because I've been there, so I make sure that everything I do is something that I'm not taking the piss.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk off a site and they go, he's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
He is a nightmare.
Yeah. And we do that.
You
right?
just see me, you turned up, what was I doing?
Yeah. On site, on a roof. I thought, wait, he's only back on the tools.
Yeah, but I was just tidying up. The guys have got enough to get on with. So if I'm on site, I don't mind tidying up.
But this comes from experience, right? You worked your way up. And I think it's important that at least some of the senior team have at least one or two people who did really start at the bottom and work their way up, because they've got a true understanding of what really goes down on the site, as opposed to just pushing someone to hit targets and KPIs, etc.
There's a very fine line between a director and a dictator. There's a fine line. So the director, the clue's in the title. Be part of it. Don't stand there pointing fingers and making a mound and you just look down on people. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to function like that.
No.
And I think if I can be someone, and my site team, my site managers, and my operations manager, we can be a group of people that are there for everyone. I give training to guys. I don't charge subbies for training.
No.
If they need a ticket, I'll pay for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and find someone who's got it, so I don't use that guy.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it, so he's got it.
Yeah. And again, it builds that loyalty.
Yeah. So I try and make, we're just trying to do it. We're trying to be a little bit, how can I put it? Try and do something other people aren't doing.
Yeah.
And then
if
you add speaking to that as well.
Yeah.
We did the PSA testing for prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Tested 50 blokes in our business.
Brilliant.
We found 2 that have got potential.
Did you really?
Prostate cancer. They're going through treatment.
There you go. Look, Elliots has just potentially saved 2 lives. Like, this is what.
Yeah.
Just by being proactive.
Yeah, and
by caring.
It cost me £20 a man.
Yeah.
When you dissect the money.
Mental, isn't it?
20 quid.
Yeah. It really is crazy.
So we're trying to do something others aren't doing, and you're a massive part of what we're trying to do. And I think mental health in construction, it's got to, the time has come to start taking it a bit seriously.
It has to. The numbers are mental now.
And
it's going to be the leading cause of death without any illness by the time 2030 is. It's 4 years away.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, we can't just keep going on the way we're going.
Yeah.
Because we're just going to lose more and more men every day. It's crazy. And women. But
we've got now, I encourage every other business to do this. Find out about Speak.
Yeah.
Put it on your high vis. To print Speak on the back of a high vis with a contact number.
Yeah.
I don't know, £1.20.
Yeah.
A high vis.
Yeah. And I'm not being funny, that it represents you guys because you're saying, right, we care, we want you to speak up. It's a big part of what we do, and you're carrying it on the back. And like you say, it costs you not a lot of money to do that.
But if you said, wouldn't it be nice if the construction industry grabbed hold of Speak right now and put it everywhere?
Yeah.
On every site.
Yeah.
Had these. You spread yourself in if you had to do this every day. So no matter sites, but get around the country. It can't just be a southern thing. It can't just be something Elliots are doing.
No.
I think every company needs to be contact and Speak.
And do you know what? I'm finding more and more now, the more people I speak to in these companies, that they do care. People do care, and they do care about their staff. But it's such a hard thing to quantify that it's actually easy just to bury your head. And it's, oh no, we'll just, okay, we've got a mental health first aider, we'll tick that box. And we do loads for this, but the major cause, there's not just a major thing for the people, but it's a major thing for the business. Because when you've got people who, 50% of people who call in sick is due to mental health. Yeah. Right? So, and when you are struggling, are you going to be performing the best? No. Are you're just not going to be there, right? Your full 100% self. So
shit in, shit out, isn't it? If you don't put good stuff in, you'll get good stuff out.
Exactly. And so if they can people start to think, well, actually, this isn't just an investment on people's well-being, it's an investment in my business. Because the more people that we can help mentally, their positive mental health and their state will correlate into the business performance. Yeah. It's that simple. So that's what we're looking to do. And Elliots have really helped us get there. So we do appreciate it.
Well, I truly believe 10 sites done.
Yeah.
I'll still support. I'll still get sites for you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Listen, look, you've been a massive help.
But I do encourage that every site you've been to so far, the reality is they want more sites.
They do, yeah.
So it's just...
Everyone who's had us want us back, which is, speaks volumes of what we're trying to achieve.
But there are lots and lots and lots of construction companies out there.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't even hit yet. So this is it. This is part of it. And so the more proactive we get, the more people we speak to. And, you've all got networks. And if we can all just say, do you know what? I'm going to spend a half hour. Let me see if I can help. And what you've done, you picked the phone up. I remember our first meeting. Luke come down the stairs and was like, I've got 3 sites. Just like, what? But at this time of year, like the last few months, it's been difficult because people are busy and it's coming towards the end of projects. So although it's the worst time of the year for mental health in construction and suicides, but projects are there, and because people didn't know about it, so we got the 10, we smashed that, and now we're ready to go for 26.
And think about the 10. Think about the 10. Who have we had so far? Galliford Try, Taylor Wimpey.
Yeah.
Today we're at Highwood Group.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Well, we had Foreman Home, Carla
Foreman
Holmes.
Homes, Carla Holmes. Yeah, so
We're definitely
we're
speaking
getting
the right
somewhere.
people.
So,
yeah.
but there's a lot more out there too. But how are the results looking? From
Unbelievable.
what we've had
Well,
back from
from
the
the
10.
reflection questionnaire that we've done, the data is unbelievable because we can now see exactly who is struggling most on these sites, who feels comfortable speaking up, who doesn't want to speak up, how they manage their emotions. Like, we've now pieced data every site that we go onto to say what their alcohol assumption is, their drug assumption, or what other things might be struggling them, like finances. That's a massive thing that crops up, obviously, with what's going on in the world right now. But the data does not lie. That's why we collect the data, because you can't argue with that, right? It's real. And so we've gone from, in the last sort of several months, we've had people come and joining our men's group and the women's group we've had from construction as well. And we've seen people, honestly, like I said to you earlier, we had Toby Ball, for instance. He's actually railways, but he then went on to roofing, and then he's lost 6 stone. So, and like, it's mental health. There's no physical health without mental health, no mental health without physical health. You've got to do both, right? And so this guy really started to look at his mental health, and then what happened? He lost 6 stone in weight, and now he's the guy I said that is looking, but I got it wrong. He was looking to get out of roofing because he said, I can't look after my family with this rain. I just can't do it. He's like, I need to get a job which is going to... So I get what you're saying as well. But yeah, I've had him. I've had, Brad. He's completely sober. He was cocaine 15 years. Alcohol 15 years. The last 10 years been on cocaine nearly every single day. The boys, he got a family. It went downhill for him since joining what we've done, coming to his site, mate. He's got a new family.
It's brilliant.
Promoted.
Like I say, I think I've been to. This is my 4th one I've attended.
Yeah.
And that's not because I didn't want it. It was time.
Listen, you're a busy man.
4th one I've attended, and each time a tradesman's grabbed you at the end and said, "Can I have a word?"
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes. Because we weren't here. If you weren't here today, weren't here today, you ain't speaking to no one.
Yeah. And we don't know, because it's mental health, we don't know where he was at.
No.
He might just have been contemplating it.
Yeah.
He might have tried it and not told nobody.
Yeah.
So, we can't just assume, we can't judge. We just need to go in with ego out of the way and realise that we don't know what one of these people right now is very close to taking their own lives.
Yeah. Or
who is struggling to the point where they can't even go home to their family, whatever it is, So, yeah.
So what's 2026 old then?
2026, we want to get onto... The target's to hit 100 sites in 2026. So, I think it's achievable by what the conversations that we're having now. It's to become a charity. So we're in the process of registering. Obviously, the CEO is become a trustee. He obviously believes in what we're doing, and that was after we've started this relationship.
Yeah.
Registered as a charity. We want to get in 5 construction companies to choose us as their charity of the year.
Okay.
That will give us funding.
Yeah.
That will be able to enable us to build a platform. So we're not just looking to come and do a talk and
I've got 2 potential businesses that want to make you charity of the year.
Wow. Okay. That's good news. Well, we're on target for 2026 already. Yeah. It's to look. We come to sites, we do the talks, we give the burgers out. That's just one small piece about what we do. That's just to capture people and go, right, who's struggling? Then we bring you into our group, and then it's to have we've already got a team of admin, but it's a platform that's dedicated to this, and then that's when we can start to then implement AI, and AI will then start to be able to measure the well-being of the workforce.
Yeah.
That towards the end of 2026, if we can hit that goal with Elliots being our partners, I think we'll be on to save a lot of lives. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it all worked out.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
No problem.